All right. Let me make sure everything's running properly. OBS is good. Stream manager on Twitch's end is good. Make sure that pinned message is in there. Okay, let's dive right in. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a long week already. So I'm hope I don't sound too low energy right now. It's gonna be, we're gonna have a nice stream, regardless of everything else that's happened. And if anybody needs a few more details, I'd be more than willing to provide them. Right now, let's just have fun playing Rogue Trader. Let's track down this governor and give her what for. Oh, that's some classic Sisters of Battle art from one of the old codexes. Very nice. That's a classic one. I think that's literally one of the ones where they're dropping a church in the background on top of people. Oh, Argenta.
In the heart turn all to decay.
You could please grab that. Oh, a bolt pistol. Completely useless for what I've got, but do I even need? No, I really don't need a bolt pistol. But oh well.
Be the road that we take.
Okay, hold on.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Wait, hold on.
I know how to take risks.
I'm the one with the highest warp lore, right? 67, 30, negative, 30, 35, 45. Yes. Okay.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Get this disassembled.
That's how it's
Join
done.
me in prayer.
Then Argenta can take care of
I
that.
better myself
There we
through
go.
my service.
I always have a backup plan.
What is that? Alright, quick save so we don't have to do that again. Yeah, we got plenty of multi-keys and we got plenty of melta charges. But I'm gonna keep doing that. Ah, yes. We only did what we could in order to make the planet better. Yeah. Tell that to this poor motherfucker. That is, pretty sure that's basically just a 1-to-1 scale, or 1-to-1 recreation of the actual Slaneshi model. Does that guy have stuff on him, or is that just his clothing? Oh boy, and the torture racks. The torture racks. Corrupted nobles.
Keep your wits about you.
Is it gonna? Yeah, it's gonna go off as soon as we enter. Oh, he's mutated. They're all mutated. Ah, the guardsmen are mutated too. And they summoned a demonette. Well. Time to shoot everybody. Here,
State your intention.
if you could just, hold on, let me see here. So we got those two. The cutscene showed us there was a guard here. There's a demonette here. So, yeah.
If I must.
Yes, you must. These are literally cultists of Slaanesh. Shoot them in the head.
I'll make an example out of you.
The masters demand your death.
Here. Magenta. Pascal. Abelard. Here, and really not much in the way of good cover. Well, these idiots are at least not going to bother me. Oh, she's already here. Where is she? Demonette, Maid of Honor, Demonette. Huh, where's what's her name then? Secret Chamber Guard, Corrupted Noble. Okay. How do we want to do this? Did the stream title tip you off there, Kato? Yes. Also, check out the pinned comment. I am unfortunately, for sure, not going to be able to stream on Friday, and most likely not going to be able to stream on Sunday. There's a family emergency that's taking me out of state tomorrow. But we're gonna have fun while we're here. But yes, we are in the den of a Slaaneshi cult, and it is time to not feel sorry about killing all of them because, I mean, this is Slaanesh. This is Slaanesh in a nutshell. It will quite literally turn the ligaments of your spine into an art piece. Yeah, they get what they deserve. Now how do we want to do this? We got these two here. We've got Abelard. We're going to throw the buff on Abelard.
Not a servitor.
And then we're going to throw the extra turn on him.
To being ordered around.
And then we're going to charge her. Smack. Oh, we can't do that, can we? Defensive stats doesn't matter. Decent chance of killing him. Better chance of killing her. Yep, go ahead. Good. Yeah, 25 would not have been enough to kill him. Indeed, Diamond, indeed. As I said, as I see people come in, I will say to check out the pinned message just so you guys are aware. I'm not going to be able to stream on Friday and possibly not on Sunday. It just depends on what time I'm able to get back. Okay, what else have we got here? We're going to... I don't think that'll get me a line of sight. Oh, there's the rest of the chamber guard. We've also got 2 demonettes. Will I be able to... No. No, there's nothing that I'm going to be able to. Point of curiosity? No, I can't cast that out there either. If that's the case, we're going to move all the way up here. She's got plenty of cover there, so we don't have to worry too much. I guess we could... Wow, that's counting as not being in line of sight, really? Oh, that's interesting. I need to make sure I use that. No, that's blocked from line of sight. Yeah, no, I can't do anything with her remaining stuff. Son of a bitch. If I move there, we'll have sights on them. She gets to go, the Corrupted Noble gets to go, and then the Demonette gets to go. Okay, so yeah, we'll move here. Let move up, please. Then we're going to pop perfect spot. Analyze
I
enemy.
understand your intent.
Death Whisper. She does start with 105 points of that, so... Does not block the assassin's movement. Deals only 25% of damage. Yep, go ahead and do that. He only takes 9, but that did inflict the hemorrhage on him. Yeah. Lethality divided by 10 rending damage that ignores armor and deflection at the beginning of each of their turns. Good. So we've done that. Then we're going to mark an opening on the side. There we go. And now we'll shoot him like normal.
Not your Xenos pet monkey.
Good. Good shot. Good shot. Ah, there she is. She's in the side room. And she's giving stuff to them. Okay, that's going to be aggravating. How do we want to do this? Okay, so that does not count as a move for me. That'll block my line of sight. We don't want that. We don't want that. Take it off. Thank you. I don't like that that doesn't count as having cover. Why does that not indicate whether I can see them or not? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I have a feeling she's going to be a problem because she already summoned 1 demonette. Really, minus 15. Oh, okay. So even though they are on that side, they're still taking stat malices due to that. We need to deal with her. But if I stand out here, they're going to take pot shots at me. What do they got? He's got a bolter. He's got an auto gun. And he's got an auto gun. And this is aggravating. If I move there, I cannot target them. Or them. Or them. God damn it. If that... This should have cover. I don't... There's a bloody couch there. I'd be able to stand on that corner and I'd be able to see into this room. But no, I'm not allowed to do that apparently. I'd be able to do it there, but I would not be able to do that. Okay, hold on. If I go there, 7, 8, we'll have enough movement to move back behind the area as soon as we do this. Okay, so moving up. Technically, Kato, god of excess. Sex gets wrapped up a lot. Lust and sex gets wrapped up a lot in that, but it is important to note Slaanesh is excess. So an excess of pride, an excess of anger, an excess of love, an excess of gluttony, an excess of pretty much any of the 7 deadly sins. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll is just sort of the quasi-meme kind of way of going about it, but it's not entirely accurate. Though demonettes in particular tend to get the whole sexual treatment as well, because their whole thing is they're meant to have like a supernatural allure to them. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the demonette on fire. That deals extra damage to him. Then we're going to pop run and gun. And we're going to set her on fire. There we go. Then we're going to orchestrate flames on you. And then we're going to pop in flame, dealing extra damage to all of them, and then we are going to pop back behind cover. Very nice. Very nice. That's how we do this shit. Oh yeah, look at the damage she's... Oh, we have got to deal with her. Oh, fuck. The damn thing managed to get a turn automatically? Are you kidding me? Abelard, we need to deal with this right now. Pascal, if you'd be so kind as to free up Abelard's schedule, please. Or not. Well, I don't really have an option. What do you mean this statue is starting to piss me off? Okay, move here. Nope, he's got very low chance of hitting that. Only a medium... What is with Pascal's chance to hit being so low? Okay, hold on. We're going to go ahead and... throw a 6 on that. Then we're going to precise attack. No problem, Kato. There we go. Didn't do too much damage to her. Oh, I should have used that first. That's my fault. And then we're going to use Machine Spirit Communion on the main group so that everybody benefits. There we go. And that's all I can do. Yep, here comes another one. Jesus Christ. Argenta. If I do that, still a decent chance. So, okay. I think I see what we're gonna do. I don't know about that one, Diamond, because they are the Flesh Terrors. I would not be very likely to come out of that encounter either, if they were the ones who suddenly showed up. If I do that, then I'll be able to use Wildfire and lay down some additional firepower. Well, its rate of fire doubled. Soldier gives a sign, and then also maybe dash to the next soldier attack. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, Flesh Terrors are cool. Gabriel Seth, real cool dude by Space Marine standards, but, I would not survive the collateral damage, let's be honest. This game has you barely fighting single Space Marines most of the time, at least so far. I can't imagine we fight too many over the course of the game. The Flesh Terrors show up usually in company strength and just kill everything in the AO. Like, they don't give a damn. Okay, if I do that and then move her. Yes, because we can use that as well. Okay, okay, I know what we're going to do then. I know what we're going to do. We are going to controlled shot. We are going to open fire with this. Trying to deal damage. She can't hit our guys. Look at Abelard go, just dodging bullets. Then we're going to put Reckless Rush, which will allow her to move up here. Oh, that was all. Never mind, I'm not going to be able to do that then. Shit. Well, we're just going to go ahead and pop that, get myself some additional momentum.
Weapon at the ready.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you are kidding me. You are bloody kidding me. He just fucking flashbanged us with... You have just earned my enmity, sir. You have just earned my enmity. Okay, we're going to move Abelard up here. Because otherwise he's not going to have a chance in hell of hitting. Yes, we will do that. Smack. She'll die from the fire damage. So we can use charge to get up against her. So we will Reckless Rush. And chosen enemy. Yeah, that man just suicide flashbanged us. I don't know how Abelard didn't get stunned knowing my luck, but I've got a feeling the rest of my team is about to have a very bad time.
I'm not interested.
What do you mean target is too close? It's too slot. Damn it, game. Alright, fine. Just... whatever. Ow. Jesus Christ. Oh, you are kidding me. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. I will be honest. I really expected that we were about to have more problems. Yep, of course. So she was stunned. Please stop shooting Argenta. Jesus Christ. Okay, we are going to set you on fire. Then we are going to...
I'll see to it personally.
Good, that killed her. That makes my life a little bit easier. Can't stop him. Can't do anything about them. Can't do anything about that. I'll just pop Revel and Slaughter, get some additional critical hit damage. Oh, I can pop Run and Gun now. Good. We'll go ahead and throw some fire on him as well. And then we'll Orchestrate Flames. I said we'll Orchestrate Flames, so he can't take that off. Also, wait a second. That stacks... In Flames, stack 32 of 1,000. Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna complain. Nothing else I can do. Pascal, he got stunned. Of course he did. Yeah, if you guys could get up here and draw some fire from me, that would be great. And Argenta got stunned, because of course she did. Please don't kill her, for the love of God. Okay, okay, I think the Demonette will stay focused on Abelard, so what we're going to do instead... He's got 5 of those. We're going to pop Endure first to give himself some additional hit points.
Victory is imminent.
Give him the usual Sworn Enemy Reckless combo. I don't think it does. when your characters get reduced to 0 HP, they take an injury, which gives them a stat debuff until you get back to the ship. So you can enter, you could theoretically enter a scenario where you've accumulated so many debuffs that the fight is impossible. But other than that, there isn't really a death state, shall we say. Is that gonna... That's really just gonna do the exact same amount of damage, isn't it? Alright, so we'll just go ahead and use the AoE to heal hit both of them. There we go. Honestly, I'm tempted. Honestly? Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Store all attacks, all AP, gains +3 MP until end of turn. Warrior has no limit. Yes. Okay. Abelard, it's time to go to work, please.
At your beck and call.
Smack.
I will do my duty.
Come on. Oh, come on. That was bullshit.
At your beck and call.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Ah, she parried it. Fuck. Oh, come on. No, don't. And she's down. God damn it. Yeah, unfortunately, I believe Argenta starts with power armor proficiency, but you don't get access to a power armor for a while. Well, he's dead one way or the other by his next turn, so we need to start moving up so we can deal with Vicente. I'll just go ahead and do this. Good, she's dead. Yeah, could you just... Thank you.
I approach the designated position.
Arlette, do you have eyes on her? You do. Good. We've got 105 stacks, so we're going to go ahead and use Death Wisp. Ooh, no, not yet. Okay, hold on. Perfect shot. Precise attack for the next attack. Okay, so hold on. If we do this first, she's at 75. We're going to put some additional exploits on her. Still only 75. Okay, I'll take the shot. What the? 0. Oh, that's not good. Go ahead and create an opening, please.
If I must.
Okay, what the fuck? Force field. 50% chance to absorb all incoming damage. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, you don't have any guards left, so you better come out here. You don't have a choice in the matter. Does she even have a weapon? It doesn't even look like she has a weapon. Okay. We're going to set her on fire. Yeah, your force field can't protect you from the powers of the warp. You know, the powers that I have too, bitch. Then we're going to inflame. Which deals even more damage. Oh my god, it does stack. Holy shit. Alright, I just found my new favorite ability. Everything burns. Everything burns. Goodbye, Vicente. Oh, you bitch.
It's as good as done.
Pascal, get up here and frickin' reduce her to a pile of goo. Oh, 40%. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'll go ahead and use this. We'll go ahead and pop this. And you missed.
My vow is to combat as an equation. Your life is a negligible variable.
No, Pascal's been useful. It's not his fault that this combat encounter was pretty much not built for him. But yes, his inability to actually hit anything is starting to get a little aggravating given his status. Can he reach? Really? Okay, hold on. What if I put him here? Yes. Okay, good. Pascal or Abelard. Get in there. Oh my god. She has succeeded at what, like 4 coin flips in a row now?
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
I mean, I knew my luck was bad, but this is getting ridiculous. And apparently she can't see her from there. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Just give Abelard another turn then. Huh. No, I don't think it matters.
Victory is imminent.
Okay, so that's 6 coin flips she's won? Can we... Zone of Curiosity? Can we Zone of Fear? Not without hitting Abelard. Can we...
Me?
do this? That's 7 coin flips in a row. Like, I didn't misread this, right? Has a 50% chance to absorb all incoming damage. Give me the combat log here real fast. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, she has succeeded at 5 coin flips in a row since I did that massive burst of damage to her with my burning ability. She has succeeded on 5 50% chances.
I understand your intent.
There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, let me get a drink of water before we... Irilette lowers her weapon, but her shoulders remain tense. She finally catches her breath, shaking her hair out of her face in a fluid motion, and looks at you. You have done your duty, Alantak. From now on, the Lilithan has hope for the future. A future without Cylon Thresh and her followers. This world has yet to be fully cleansed, but there is a time for everything. Now is the time to thank you. Irilette bows her head slightly. I hope that that's the last I'll hear about cultists on Janus. You hope in vain. The seeds that these spawn leave behind may sprout in 100 years' time, in other people, in other deeds, though I pray that I am wrong. I'll most likely need to return to Janus in the future, and keep an eye on my worlds. Irilette nods pensively. Cylanthresh's voice is dwindling. The Lilithan is safe. This place must be cleansed. Burn it, Monkai. We have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Do not forget what you have promised, Monkai. Yes, yes, yes. Given your people's limited numbers, I'm not oblivious to the fact that sending 3 guardians, given your deficient forces on this world, is an actual attempt by you to be useful. Sacrificial knife and a sinister diary grants a +20 bonus to lore warp tests and a -10 penalty to willpower resistance tests. I guess that'll be going on Adira. She is still technically heretical, and she is a debuffer, so that's probably still the best for her. We got some Codex Demon art up here. Very nice. What do we got over here? Various alcoholic beverages, some profane blades.
Keep your eye on the prize.
I don't think these guys had much in the way. Yeah, some basic armaments, a shitty bolter that we don't need. The auto gun was actually decent damage, but nothing but I have can really use it. Do we need an improved flak vest? No, we've got a couple in spares. Oh, sorry, hiccup there again. Was there anything else? Oh, there's that guy over there. Give me that. Yep. I take it there's nothing we can do about these guys, but if they're not leaving, we'll just burn them to the ground.
Top or get left in the dust.
Is there anything back here? Nope. Alright. I don't suppose you'd be willing to give me that 50% energy shield. No, we probably broke it when we killed her. An Enforcer Light Carapace, not bad. And a Signet Ring with +10% to Persuasion. Fortunately, I think I've already maxed out all of her Yeah, 10 to persuasion or... She's good on persuasion right now. It's fine. It's fine. Enforcer light carapace. I don't think we have anybody that'll work better for. Nope, the armored body glove is still better for her. She can't use it. And... I still prefer the medium armor on her. She's going to be getting heavier armor later in the game anyways. Alright, there's nothing else. Wait, how did we miss that? Oh, camera. Oh, that's what we missed. Oh, just more alcohol. See, proof that alcohol is mankind's best friend alongside dogs, because it was not tainted by chaos. We can take the alcohol with us, boys. It's not tainted by chaos. Just remember not to drink too much. Oh.
Was a worthwhile investment.
When the
Okay, hold
faithful
on.
are idle, heresy grows.
Hold on. Knowing my luck, there's something on this side too. Nope, there's not. Okay, color me shocked.
Never doubt me.
There we go. Alright, let's pick up all this shit. Tomes bound in human leather. Yeah, we're gonna be burning that when we figure out who to give it to. Power grips. Okay. Don't know why that counts as a heretical trophy, but alright. Plus 10 to strength is not something I'm gonna scoff at. Oh, it counts as a... 10 weapon skill is honestly better because it reduces the enemy's chance to dodge. And it gives plus 5 strength anyways. That's actually really not that good.
I always have a backup plan.
Aha. Ophelius Delanor notes on the nature of aristocracy. To be an aristocrat is to exist in a higher state of being, without a doubt. Each of us is born to realize one supreme purpose, to lead humanity to perfection through our example. Oh, perfection mentioned multiple times already. This is a big warning sign. Perfection which the lesser beings have forgotten in the endless cycles of war and service. Only by attending to their physical, intellectual, and spiritual needs can an aristocrat fully devote themselves to that for which they are born. Creative passions, whether that be the fine arts, the written word, government, or other more refined spheres of worldly knowledge. An aristocrat's passion is in and of itself a virtue and the highest good. Jesus Christ. Should we be sending a note to the Inquisition to start looking into this Ophelius Delanor dude? Because, you couldn't be writing a text more blatantly Slaneshi coded than if you actually tried. I mean, you know, short of binding it in human skin and writing using human bodily fluid or something. An aristocrat must, yeah, I'm gonna drop the voice and just go through. An aristocrat must satisfy these needs by any means necessary to them. Nothing stimulates a weary mind like fine amasak. A good flogging or enjoyment of carnal pleasures with... Okay, seriously? Seriously? With women, men, and animals. In the thrill of passion, an aristocrat is at liberty to torture or maim the object of their desire. If the clergy frown upon such an act, repent, atone for the apostasy with jewels, and forgive them their closed mind, for only an aristocrat is given to understand that such acts are in service of a grand purpose. Honestly, I think this is the part that pisses me off the most about Slaanesh, is imperial nobles are already only good when they don't involve themselves with the Imperium. And Slaanesh actually says, no. Not only should you be involved, you should do crazy bullshit too, and actively make things worse. Yeah, we read that part. Forgive them. Grand purpose. Should an aristocrat deliberately curtail their own desires in some way and fail to appreciate the gifts granted them as one of nature's higher beings, then in what way do they differ from the dust beneath one's feet, from the mindless beast, or from the crude, deceitful, useless rabble? Such a pretender is an agonizing stain on the noble society. It behooves every true aristocrat. Okay, so that's how they're differentiating it. In order to be a true aristocrat. Jesus Christ. We'll return our lost brother to the fold, to stamp out his contemptible life as gladly as we crush a vexatious bug beneath our boot. Alright, okay. You know, I was considering that maybe there might be something worth salvaging here, but no, I'm in agreement with the Eldar. We're burning this whole place to the ground.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The commoner humans can live. Everybody else, get in the building, and then I'm gonna firebomb it from orbit. Actually, given how powerful the, my inflame ability has become, I could just burn this place down myself. I kind of wish that was an option. That would be
Grace
hilarious.
and strength of will. It is sad that such gifts have fallen to one whose soul will never be illuminated by the light of terror.
Limited, petty creatures often wrongly pity others who are, in fact, superior to them. I do not know if I should find it fascinating or repulsive.
Irlet, I understand that you're being the traditional aloof, prideful Eldar, but Argenta, a fucking sister of battle, just gave you a halfway compliment. The sister of battle gave the alien a half compliment.
Rise to the top.
For the love of God, Irlet, brush up on your history sometime and realize that you just witnessed a fucking miracle. I will gladly lend you a book so that you can find... Oh shit, this dude. The secretary is shaking in terror, looking around at the devastation. Your lordship, what happened? Where is Lady Viat? The secretary stares at Irlet in horror. His face twists, but he cannot seem to get out a single word. Let me see here. Huh. I mean, we could make her death work for us, but... no. Vistenza Viat has been executed as a traitor to the Imperium and to the Von Valencius Protectorate. All of her accomplices are to be found and put to death immediately. Oh no, heresy. Heresy on Janus. The secretary makes a protective gesture over himself. May the God Emperor watch over us. Whatever the governor did, I had no knowledge of it. We will root out all who colluded with her right away. The secretary begins to speak, but thinks better of it, instead choosing to step aside and bow his head as you pass. Yeah, that's right. Get the hell out of here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
That's the sad thing, actually. He's an administratum clerk, and he acts and sounds like an administratum clerk, which is probably the biggest indication that he wasn't corrupted. Because he's boring as shit. What about all of you guys? You gonna give me any grief? Huh? Huh? Didn't think so. Such an important occasion. Yeah, okay. All of you with fancy clothes, I want you to stay inside this building. Don't worry. Nothing is going to happen. Abelard, the second we're outside of the blast radius, I want this entire building blown to pieces. Orbital guns. Get them in position, now. No need to panic. Just have all the nobles move into the building. Everything will be fine. Abelard, I swear to God, load the largest shells we have the second that we're on board the ship. I don't suppose that tech priest came back. Nope. I've got a feeling he's dead. Why do I have a distinct feeling that what I told the governor about his concerns meant that they killed the tech priest? Ah, poor Cog bro.
Keep your wits about you.
I highly doubt. I mean, we just talked to him, but we may as well see if he has anything to say. Oh no, we're still not gonna rat on the dude who asked us not to. So I guess that's it? I guess that's it? Hold on. Oh, right. We're gonna have to figure out how to get the food situation sorted. We now have control over the granaries of Janus. The promise of help given to the Liege of Footfall of the Deemed Tokara can now be fulfilled should the rogue trader so desire. I don't even want to know what the heretical option is for this one. Nope, we gave our word and we're gonna follow through on it. Plus, why the hell would I want to support another rogue trader who has given me no reason to trust them whatsoever? As per our formal arrangement, begin sending provisions to Footfall. Give its inhabitants new hope and assert their right to rule over the station. We spared them the painful choice between starvation and succumbing to the reign of Incendia Corda. 350 experience. Ooh, 5 profit factor. Very nice. Oh, to welcome the new rogue trader, the Adeptus Mechanicus Planetary Office brought to the ship an offering of several versatile macro-combines, ancient machines whose carcasses have been found on Janus and carefully restored. The sacred steel titans shall serve the Von Valencius dynasty. Very nice. More mobile extractums. Ah, and it's time. Should we check in on the base? Maybe in a second. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, interesting. So, okay. Many planetary aristocrats have stained themselves with incompetence and lost their title. Yeah, incompetence. That's one word for it. A new nobility of chem princes will be created as subjects who are capable in science and governance. Oh, dear God. Are we actually trying to create a technocracy in the Imperium? God, that is... I'm not even sure how that's going to work. Those who succeed in wisely managing their agri-complex fees, strictly maintaining obedience among the commoners, and increasing the output of rare organic chemicals will keep their position. We are not turning our agri-colony into a goddamn meth factory. Ugh. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. In the days of the mutiny, many among Janus's pampered nobility fled the planet. They are to be replaced with more enterprising servants. A small but ambitious ultra-requisitor syndicate belonging to the Kasbalika mission. Alright, I don't mind Kasbalika being in charge of Footfall, but I don't think I'm going to invite them to my planet. Has contacted the rogue trader with a lowly request to entrust the governance of Janus to them. With Vladim Tokara pushing all of his competitors out of the cold trade, the ultra-requisitors are hoping to change their line of business and become dignified aristocrats serving House Von Valencius. Okay, if they are willing to quit the cold trade, that might be useful. I don't want to step on Vladim's toes, but I also don't necessarily want them in charge of things. Plus, what does that even get me? That gets me a Drukari weapon. Rifle inflicts fatigued and slowed. Oh, it's not bad. Profit factor, complacency, xenotech, and additional provisions. Who better to cure it than the sage genitors of the Magos Biologus? Management of the agri-complexes will be taken away from the aristocrats and handed over to the servants of the Omnissiah, who will synchronize their operations for the for the benefit of the planet. Grants a +10 bonus to strength, toughness, and agility, and inflicts a -10 penalty to intelligence, perception, and willpower. Okay, so pretty damn good for anybody who's melee. The problem is I only really run one melee character with Abelard. So they give efficiency and provisions. They give complacency, xenotech, provisions, and profit factor. And they give chemicals and provisions. Well, the thing is, though, Janus is an agri-world. It absolutely is an agri-world. That's all it's ever been, and that's all it's really ever meant to be. And this is the only one that actually doubles down on that benefit. So quite frankly, it seems like it's the most likely. But before we do that, can we... Alright, we can't see what the other projects are just yet. Yeah, we'll go with this. The Sophocracy. We shall raise up the genitors of the Magos Biologus and increase our relationship with the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh boy. Be interesting to see how we do this. Chemicals, Promethium. Oh, great. One of the later ones basically just allows us to start giving the people meth. Isn't that great? Oh, I should have realized that they would start doing this. Oh. That's still a really good ability, even if I'm not dogmatic, because I can still get 2 ranks of dogmatic. So that's actually still really good against demons, getting a +2 psi rating. Complacency goes up, efficiency goes down, but that's okay because complacency still boosts. Yeah, affects the amount produced by the colony. Yeah. Interesting. Oh my god, so there is a late game medkit that can remove traumas. Oh, thank Christ. It's interesting. Alright, we'll find out more about that later, once that gets complete. I guess we'll swing by the rebel base real fast and see if maybe they have anything to say about all this.
I always always have a backup plan.
Oh. I thought it would drop us off over, you know, where they actually are, but okay.
An expected result.
Well, this does give me another chance to maybe get this box. Huh? Come on, game. You know you want to.
Will lead us to fortune.
You're gonna let me get the box, right? You're not gonna make me leave the loot, right? Right? Don't make me leave the loot, for the love of God. It highlighted it for a second. You've got to be kidding me. Hold on, hold on. Walk off the top. Ah, that's gonna... I'm never going to forget that's there. It's gonna bug me forever. We're gonna be 150 hours into this game, and I'm still going to be pissed off that it won't let me pick that up. Wait a second. Wait a second. Did I... Hold the phone. In the back of the corpse's head, there is a strange narrow hole that does not look like it came from any conventional Imperial weapon. A hole that could have been left by a thin... Yeah, it's describing a shuriken catapult wound.
Rise to the top.
Okay.
Get left in the dust.
Alright, you guys have anything to say? We killed the governor and you're all gone. Of course you are. You know, I should have seen that coming. I should have known. The game would have told me if I was supposed to come back here. Okay. I do believe that's it for Janice then. Sweet. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we still haven't figured out the magnetic storm yet. Foulstone is still working on that. We have Xenotech income. We're still working on getting weapons, some more Promethium, and mechanisms, though I imagine both of those are largely going to come from worlds that are actually already settled. Where even is our next star? That's Dargonus. That's our capital world. Eldari survivors are over here. Kiavagama is over here. Deal with the disrupted shipments. Okay. I guess we should check in with Vladim? Oh, no. Don't do that. That means we need to warp travel here. Oh. The tranquility of the warp jump was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel, the sound of nails scratching against the hull, and the elongated Eldari-like shadows thrashing about the long passageways. The phenomena were most prominent in the far corner of the officer deck, where the new Lord Captain's companion named Irlet had made her home. Yeah, so Slaanesh is aware that we have an Eldar on our ship. Great. That's certainly not going to have any problems for us later down the line. Yeah, see, it's... I don't know what causes time to pass for those projects. Maybe it's missions, maybe it's something, whatever. We're going to travel... My apologies, the enforcer put that you're... For the love of God, people, don't call her the pet Eldari or things are only going to get worse. Is in a foul move and is moving towards the captain's ridge. We didn't dare to stop her, but I expect you'll have a difficult conversation ahead. Oh boy, here we go. I do need to do her basic conversations on the bridge at some point as well. Yes, hello, Irlet. God, I love that throne. I love that throne.
Moment of your time, Elantak.
Irlet quietly appears beside the throne, exhaustion and anger set upon her brow.
Asurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
Okay, thank you for insulting everyone on the bridge. I don't know why you decided to do this in public where everyone can hear how much you despise them. And people wonder why the Eldari have problems communicating with the primitive species.
And caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted... Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Okay, so I do remember, as I said, I am going into all of this blind. We are well past the point of what I knew back on Janus after that first major combat battle. The one thing I do have pulled up on a bookmark is to make sure what I need to do for Urilet's romance option. And what I love is that at the very top of it, in big bold letters, all it says is, do not pick the horny options. Pretty straightforward. Also, again, Urilet, I really have to give a question. You hate like 99.99% of humans. You get offended when they even so much as talk to you, but you're airing this out on the bridge, surrounded by hundreds of people, probably thousands, honestly, given it's an Imperial vessel. There's probably enough of them in the adjacent areas to hear you, given how loud you are. And now the entire ship is going to know that this pisses you off. You do know I have an office, right? You could have come up to my office, and we wouldn't be having this entire conversation in front of God knows how many people. Yes, Kato. Do not allow the horny to work. We will use the horny bat on you. Okay, in other words, option 4 is not even being considered. I also love that you could just be like, yeah, I hang out with you. That's fine, though. But the person who just talked to you, yeah, it's time for her to get executed. Do we want to be more intrigued, wondering why she's acting this way, or do we want to just apologize? We will treat it as we would, since she is the only representative of her species on our planet, or on our ship. Though, on our planet, no, because Janus is our planet, and her friends are on that. We'll treat it as if she's an ambassador. My people have behaved contemptuously. I apologize.
I accept your words, Elentark. And still...
Urilet tilts her head to the side, as if she cannot quite believe that she has just heard, and looks intently into your eyes.
Try to imagine, Elentark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
So I don't have a chance either, then? I am also repelled by the thought of a human desiring an Eldar. Okay, well, we're not going that far because, well, that would be a lie. Do not call her an exotic animal, you dipshit. Also, do not abase yourself. For the love of God, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus. My God. We have dogmatic asshole. Racist. Simp. Jesus Christ, man. Shit. What? Oh my God. Okay, so no is... Okay, 1 is out of the question. 2 is out of the question. 3 is out of the question. I think 4 is quite literally the only option that doesn't shut all of this down. Jesus. I understand that this incident was unpleasant for you, but it does not mean that all humans are animals.
No. Your kind's simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws.
If we're going to be talking about the root of all of these flaws, maybe we should have a very long discussion about a certain chaos god that wouldn't exist if it wasn't for a certain species called the Eldari.
Narrow minds and
Sorry, please continue.
souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
Ah, here we go. Here's our inn. Also, perhaps you could stop insulting us at every turn. Yes, that would be nice, but I'm pretty sure based on what we know, humanity's been saying that to the Eldar since even before the Emperor was around, so if it hasn't worked for the last 15,000 years, I don't think it's going to work now. I do not think you fully understand human thoughts and actions. It could take some time, given that you're spending quite a bit of it amongst us, but I could help you make sense of them.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark, and learned to see that which is hidden and hear that which is unspoken. When I found myself on the Lilithon, I watched your kind long enough to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
You know, I actually kind of give props to Owlcat Games. I always pronounce it Monkai, because actually saying Monkey always felt very weird. But hey, if that's the direction they want to go, okay. Well, you are a Xenos, strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown. For the unknown is often the most frightening thing of all.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed, to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
I mean, when you put it that way, it sure as shit doesn't sound like you're saying that it simply is. I mean, were you even listening to yourself earlier? Nonetheless, sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our own actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elantark.
Oh, at least we're getting an acknowledgement of that.
Pedestal as rulers of the galaxy. Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
Nonetheless, all humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult.
Elantark, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive. The mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind.
See, I'm not gonna lie, this is partially why I prefer this romance path from what I've seen so far over Jay's or Cassia's. Cassia practically throws herself at you because she's basically a socially awkward and touch-starved individual. And Jay is just your classic scoundrel pirate, very open and libertine with their physical affection. This actually feels like you're working for something, and you're actually trying. And you're actually trying to, you know, help somebody who's obviously having some serious issues, given that she's all alone on the ship. Irlet breathes out heavily, trying to maintain her composure.
Our conversation has only proved my point, Elantark. That Monkey and the children of Azurian are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
And what exactly do you see in the world around us that I do not?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer? I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed. When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
Okay. Well, guess now's as good a time as any to check in with everybody on the bridge. Make sure it's all looking good. Yep, she's up there in the corner. We'll talk to her as well. Ravor, you got anything for me? Nope. Good to see. Argenta. Oh.
Your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that he would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
Are you ready to tell me more about yourself now, sister?
If such is the rogue trader's wish, although there isn't much I can tell, I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to know?
I know there's still a lot of people who are very disappointed that you can't romance the sister, but if that was the direction Owlcat wanted to take, I'm not gonna besmirch them. Where exactly are you from, Sister Argenta?
Now that I can tell you, I come from everywhere and nowhere. I am the child of officers of the Imperial Guard. I was born in the hold of a warship. Grew up following my parents' deployments from one planet to another, and lost my family in the flames of a righteous war.
Interesting. I mean, I figured she was Schola Progenia, so it makes sense, but I mean, the vast majority of the Schola Progenia are still children from clerks and administrative positions and governors and all sorts of things. Yeah, you get some guard officer children in there as well, but they're actually a statistical minority, just since a lot of guard officers, well, if a guard regiment gets wiped out, it's not likely that there's going to be many children left to take to the Schola Progenium.
My memory is like wafts of smoke over a still battlefield. The gray of a ship's plating. The strict cadence of life in military camps. My mother's uniform. I loved looking at it. Then, that battle. The rumbling, the shouting, and the soot. The screams of soldiers burning alive. And the gold of the regiment's Aquila. Untouched by soot or blood. The last unsullied piece of a world that was going mad.
Argenta absent-mindedly touches the fragment of the golden Aquila hanging from her belt.
That was my last memory of my mother, and of my former life, before the Schola Progenium and the novitiate, before my trials, before the vows.
So that golden shard you carry with you.
My own relic. It's the regiment's Aquila, or rather, the fragment that survived the attack, the explosions, and the fire. For me, it's a reminder that purity and radiance can be preserved, even in the heart of darkness.
So then how exactly did you become one of the Adeptus Sororitas?
Become. It's such a strange word for it. It seems right, but is that how one talks about their destiny? If you're asking about the path itself, that's easy enough to answer. First, like many other orphans, I endured the Schola Progenium. Those years were rough, but I remember the hardship fondly. Few things can compare with the feeling of satisfaction from a past trial, even if it leaves your body aching from exhaustion, or your soul wincing in pain. I was one of the best among my peers, and I was selected for the novitiate in the ranks of the Adeptus Sororitas. When the hour came, I passed the trials and took my vows. The most joyous day of my life. The Emperor's light has always been with me, but to accept it with all your heart, to utter the oaths, that is a rapture like no other.
Did you ever wish for a different lot in life?
Have I ever... But that would be shameful weakness, almost heresy. Of course not. I was born for this. I live by the Emperor's will, and in his light, I myself am the light. I must be the light. For myself, and for those who ask for my protection.
Okay, Argenta. Just asking
I
questions.
was chosen to serve. But beyond that, I won't deny it. Few things elate me as much as the thought that the heretic felled by my shot will never again orphan a child. It is my pleasure to be candid.
I would like to discuss Salus Prime and the relic that you want to find again.
Of course, my mission is all I can think about.
Remind me again, what exactly was the
To
mission?
find the way to the planet called Salis Prime. Saint Argenta is my patroness, and that is where her fallen ship is. And it must also be the resting place of her great relic, the One Star.
Can you tell me anything else about Saint Argenta and whose relic you're searching for?
Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world. Thousands of stars covered the sky there, so bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of night. Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor. But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet. Shells flew from the sky that desolated whole cities and burned the gardens and filled the riverbeds with the blood of the faithful. Smoke and soot swallowed the skies and the 1,000 stars that had once shone over the world.
Okay.
Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burned to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words. The Emperor protects. And knowing that, she never looked away from the black, terrifying, smoke-covered sky. There were no more bright stars to be seen, except for one. The One Star. The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the One Star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the One Star, they found their salvation.
I'll be honest. One Star really doesn't sound like that much of a holy relic. I'm kind of thinking the name is the weakest part of Argenta's story, quite frankly. The girl from the story, that was Saint Argenta, I presume.
Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet, except those whom Saint Argenta managed to save with the One Star, and with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds, gripped by turmoil on her ship marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrived.
Definitely sounds like they took some inspiration from Saint Sabbat from Dan Abnett's Gaunt's Ghost series.
Millions of people owed their lives to her. But the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the Silver Star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
Their credibility must indeed be questionable for a Sister of Battle of all people to be like, yeah, those sources, we're not so sure on those ones. This is the ecclesiarchy we're talking about here. So what exactly is this One Star?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful. Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner.
Okay, so we're going really hard on the Joan of Arc symbolism with this, given that a lot of the early interpretations of Joan have her in armor with a banner, not really actually taking part in the fighting.
Others think that upon falling from the sky, the one star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest. One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the one star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled.
Personally, that would be my money on... that would be my bet. It would not surprise me. Plus, it would make it a lot easier to hide the relic if people thought that the relic was inside the ship and wasn't the ship.
I feel that my undertaking will be fulfilled when I find the answer that has eluded the Ecclesiarchy for millennia. I pray we find the way to Salus Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith. One day we will reach Salus Prime and stand before the gates of Saint Argenta's ship. I know it. I believe.
Okay. Cassia, you got anything for me?
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Nope. You got nothing for me. Sorry. Got enough of these conversations to have to get through. Abelard, my good man.
Lord Captain.
Nope, we're good. Oh, right, Heinrichs. So, we have an Eldar on the ship now. Is that going to cause a problem?
Do I owe this visit?
Jesus Christ, I love how you can just hand people over to him. I must take my leave. Don't worry, Heinrichs. Everything will be fine. Generous. Nope, nothing on your end. Thank you. I'll take it as a no news is good news when it comes to her. Or him. Jay.
The exalted one protect you. Have you grown bored without our little talk, Sherry?
I honestly, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Jay as a character, so I'm going to hold off on this for right now.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
I'm sure, Jay. Not as interested in her character, and quite frankly, I don't want to spend all day on the bridge talking to everybody. Pascal, you got anything for me? Nope. Abel, you got anything for me? Nope. Alright, I'll stay out of your way. You know, it occurs to me. Oh, is this the one I'm supposed to check out? Did I forget about this? Ah, here we go. The reflections of the bridge lights are playing on the unlit vid screens of the cogitator. Next to the machine stands a hunched tech priest who bows at your approach, his body nearly folding in half. Lord Captain, machine spirit of this mechanism slumbers. Should you wish to awaken it, use the key of your blood. Who exactly are you, and what is your purpose here? My designation is IH630. The tech priest points to his only mechadendrite at the machine beside him. The venerated Engineer Prime has entrusted this sacred mechanism into my care. It is now my duty to assist in the rogue trader's understanding of the hallowed code. Yeah, we've done this twice already. We don't need to ask about the blood key. Place hand into the servitor's maw. The servitor's powerful jaws close around your hand with a screeching clank. You feel the cold metal pierce your skin and draw blood. The vid screens in front of you flicker restlessly, filling with numerical combinations. The tech priest by the cogitator nods curtly. The sacred mechanism is awake and ready to receive requests, Lord Captain. Have the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus been able to discern how the ship was able to start her warp engines? There is no doubt it was a miracle sent by the Omnissiah as a manifestation of his will, yet the Engineer Prime managed to perceive some logical connection within the streams of data. I am not privy to this connection, but the Engineer Prime will surely share this newly discovered knowledge with you in detail. Pascal has informed me that the system has encrypted data stored inside. I wish to know its contents. Without another word, the tech priest turns to the cogitator. He raises his hands and a prayer of binaric code pours from his Vox device. The servo motors in the bowels of the machine grow louder. its undulating hum responding to his chant. Numerical combinations run down the screen. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Session regular, rest int ident. Normal OS operation, resp off. Normal OS operation, resp repo. Normal OS operator, resp off. The machine spirit has discovered numerous critical errors. The data is damaged. The tech priest stops abruptly and the green glow of his visor narrows. Registering intact segment, machine spirit has spoken. The worlds of Kiava Gamma and Dargonis hold certain data repositories. The mechanism is ready to provide Rogue Trader with data keys that can unlock said repositories. What data repositories? That remains hidden. The encrypted databanks belong to the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. She was the only one who could have known about these repositories. Perhaps the former Engineer Prime also could have known. Omnissiah accept his code. If I were to propose hypothesis, it would be most prudent of a figure as eminent as the Rogue Trader to store her classified data in receptacles most secure. How do I accept these keys? The cogitator's vid screen blinks. Input nom os requisition requisite request respect. Data train activate initialization 098751482. The gracious machine spirit is willing to transfer the data keys to the head of Von Valancius by means of an Elect 2, a hypodermic tattoo augment. If you are ready to accept the keys, place your hands inside the servitor's mouth. Oh, cool, we get an Elect 2. Those are actually kind of cool. They really do look cool on the Mechanicus, with it being the circuit, essentially a circuit board that's imprinted on their skin. Deep within the servitor's dark gullet, unseen, burning hot needles pierce your wrist with sharp pain only lasting a moment. The Elect 2 that has been planted inside your wrist should be enough to open the repository doors. I need to know anything else we can about the caches. The vid screens flicker rapidly. Input, damage, comp, normal OS stat check, initialize it, normal OS reset, initialize. The tech priest's augmented fingers dart around the control panel. The Omnissiah favors you. Machine spirit is willing to commence the calculation procedure that could restore lost data. Wow, really? And thanks to Pascal being here with a super high tech, well, I guess, okay, let's do this. Restore the data on the cache located on Dargonis. The machine hums louder until it lets out a resounding crackle. Then the sound stops and an unmoving numerical combination lights up the screen. The tech priest's synthesized voice sounds almost concerned. Data has been restored, but it is only a single phrase. Litanies of the motive force. That is all the sacred mechanism was able to salvage. I'm also interested in the cache on Kiava Gamma. The servo motors within the cogitator pick up the pace, their heavy thrum growing louder. The machine clicks abrasively for several minutes until eventually a numerical code appears on the screen. The tech priest turns to you. Blessed are the Omnissiah's deeds. The repository on Kiava Gamma has a security system guarding it. The machine spirit has recovered a code that will allow you to disable said defenses. Oh, well, that's nice. That's one less thing that we'll have to deal with. I'm going to double check with Pascal since we just cleared that up and I finally did that shit because I'm pretty sure he told me about that a while ago and I just completely forgot. Nope, he's got nothing. We'll deal with Jay at a later time. I'm not feeling up to listening to all of her character dialogue right now. Oh. Okay. I've learned that there are some caches left by Theodora somewhere on Dargonis and Kiava Gamma. Do you know anything about this, Adira?
Me? Not a clue, Lord Captain. I don't know who Lady Theodora would have told about a thing like that, but it definitely wasn't me. Why would you whisper that to me now? Why?
You know, Adira, your voices are somehow getting worse, and I don't know how that was possible.
Lord Captain, I don't know anything about caches or Lady Theodora's secrets, but the voices have just reminded me about something. I was once given the chance to try some real wine. Lady Theodora gave me some. Not just any old synthetic booze, but her favorite plonk. She always drank it in her palace. It was golden in color, and its name was Flame of Purity. A silly name,
but the flavor was so intense and like nothing I'd ever tasted before or since. Apologies. It's probably not important, but I don't know anything more than that.
Oh, fair enough. And also, we've seen your visions before. I'll keep flames of purity in mind. It's probably important knowing our luck. Oh, not that. Yep. Irlet. You I'm far more interested in talking to. Irlet stands out from her surroundings like a Janusian jungle tree in a garden of manicured topiaries. Unsettling beauty and alluring otherness. In her posture, her gesture, her piercing stares radiate from the Eldari. Unfortunately, Irlet, strange and blasphemous things started happening during our first warp voyage with you aboard. The crew is already beginning to whisper that you may be the reason. Can you elucidate me on the manner of these?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. A child of Asurian that dared to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thresh.
You know, I'm not even going to argue with her on that. Geller fields are great, but yeah, unreliable is definitely a word one could use to describe them. Putting it mildly, unfortunately.
Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Ilantak, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart, and almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of She Who Thirsts, but I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance, and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the veil will still be difficult, but I will steel my heart and not let the hounds of Cylon Thresh pick up my scent ever again.
I must admit, the Footfall Station is abuzz with rumors about Xenos ravaging the outer edges of the sector. Is it possible that they are those missing kin of yours from Krudarak?
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere.
I mean, unless it's Craftworld Bieltan. Craftworld Bieltan absolutely would go to war with everyone in the sector if they felt they needed to. The other craft worlds, not so much. Bieltan, they absolutely would. What exactly happened to your homeworld?
It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Krudarak in its celestial harbor. It happened many turns ago, or standard years, as you say. But I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something as significant as a home, or an entire world. We searched, we called out, we looked everywhere, but we saw only emptiness and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few, for most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about a terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithan's warm light reached out to some of them.
Interesting. That's strange, because usually in cases where a craft world is shattered, portions of it will be essentially split off and used as smaller craft. It's very strange for the Eldar to lose an entire craft world in its entirety. Terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit. A psychic disease? Because the Infinity Circuit is essentially a giant psychoreactive information net. That could be a Nurgle thing. Very interesting. It's also strange how they're treating her with such disrespect. Not all craftworlders like those who follow the path of the outcast, but it is still seen as a genuine path among the Eldar. So it's very strange that they treated her so roughly upon her return.
Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, oh, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
What exactly is an Infinity Circuit?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the Monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
On the one hand, fair. On the other hand, I literally have one light cruiser vessel. Challenging an entire craft world, I am not. Hell, most rogue traders couldn't even do that, since there's no way in hell they'd be able to pull in the naval assets required to take on a craft world. That's the kind of thing that usually requires multiple sector fleets just to have a chance. What was your world like before it fell?
Krudarok cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung. Encased in a filigree of sounds. A melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit. Its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight. Felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet.
I mean, that's an understatement given the nature of Wraithbone and everything.
But I must see clearly. Not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Krudarok's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water. There was no movement or renewal. And even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Krudarok would still be alive even now?
Interesting. Stagnation is a problem for a lot of the factions in 40k, and especially for the Eldar, given that they kind of have to due to their path system. For an Eldar to actually describe their craft world as stagnant, though, is interesting. Something definitely happened aboard that craft world, and I am not sure what yet, though. If I had to hazard a guess, something went wrong with their Farseer Council. It could certainly explain why they were so inactive for a long period of time, and yet at the same time seem to be losing their strength. It depends. Was this craft world more led by its Farseers? Was this craft world more led by its Aspect Warriors? That could have a definitive factor on how things were going. The fact that the only leadership they seem to have left is a Farseer and a handful of Guardians and Janus leans me towards it being a Farseer problem, and thus a psychic precognition problem. Which might also explain the problem they had with their Infinity Circuit. We'll see. How do your craft worlds even work?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
monkey?
What can you tell me about the history of the Eldari then?
I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge.
I didn't ask for the entirety of your
My
knowledge.
people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts. I can tell you the children of Asurion lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace. Different branches of the Eldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithan. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Asuriani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them. That is our dark side, just as your kin have many dark sides of their own.
That's putting it mildly. For both sides. You guys made the Drukhari, the Imperium's responsible for Chaos Space Marines. Eldar are still responsible for an entire Chaos God, but hey, the Emperor might be on his way to becoming a Chaos God because of everybody worshipping him. So hey, we might be able to speedrun your guys' failure. It took you guys 60 million years to create a Chaos God. We might manage it in less than 40,000. Oh, fuck us. You keep mentioning She Who Thirsts. What can you tell me about her?
Why ask this question? Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Eldari, and I hope to you as well.
The Chaos Gods are the enemies of the Imperium and of mankind, which means they are my enemies. You can be sure of that.
We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle. But we share a common enemy. Constancy is our strength.
I've learned what I can. You have my gratitude.
As you wish, Elontark.
May I ask you some personal questions?
What do you wish to talk about?
How exactly did you come to be on Janus?
The children of Asurion sought shelter on the Lilithan after the demise of our craft world, our Cruderak. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistensa Viat's aide. And then you appeared.
Could you tell me about yourself? Who exactly were you before you came to Janus?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurion? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace.
Hence my interest at the fact that your kinsmen seem to ostracize you despite the path of the outcast being a completely legitimate path amongst the Eldari anyways, but please continue.
The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
And what exactly is it like for you being on my ship? I think I've got a pretty good idea given the big discussion we had just a bit ago, but let's answer all the questions, please.
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
Thank you for your answers.
Words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
Could you tell me about your kin and your homeworld?
I refuse to discuss this with a monkey. We are but traveling companions who happen to be following the same road among the stars. Do not even try to get under my skin. It will not work.
See, I feel like her grasp of low gothic is not quite perfect, because do not even try to get under my skin doesn't really fit that, unless she's just interpreting everything that I say in a negative light, which I suppose is possible. It is the Eldari, after all. Obviously, she just answered that, my dude. We're not going to ask that again. What exactly do you think is happening on Janus right now?
The Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash. Gardens and birds, animals and people. Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithon is stronger. This world will live. My kin are probably still looking for a means to enter the webway. May the Lilithon spirit aid them in this endeavor. Beyond the gate lies salvation, and perhaps even knowledge about the fate of Krudarok and the remaining survivors.
Interesting. That's true, they are on a maiden world. The maiden world warp gates should be among the most stable and well-designed of the Eldari's webway network, as that's usually how reinforcements arrive to protect such maiden worlds or exodite worlds when they're needed. I'm starting to get even more suspicious about this Farseer then, but that's just me. Why exactly did you agree to join me? It is fairly strange for an Eldari to be following a human.
The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Ilantak, because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone. My kin are either dead or hiding no one knows where. By joining forces with you, I may be able to nurture a seedling of the truth I so deeply yearn for.
Understandable. When you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, you take whatever help you can get. I have been mulling over our conversation, and I can understand why you do not like people. But I think there's something else. Something I don't quite understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Didn't we just have this part of the conversation?
You and I, Elantak,
okay,
look
this
at
is
this
different.
world in very different ways. And I see many more facets, and deeper meanings, and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time. I will come to you with an answer later.
Take my leave then. Okay. Since we did the thing with the cogitator though, I do want to check everybody else who was on her staff to see if maybe, because Adira had something to say about it. It's possible they might also.
Lord Captain.
Aha! I've discovered that there are caches left by Theodora somewhere on Dargonus and Kiavagama. Would you happen to know anything about this, Seneschal?
It is wise for a rogue trader to have caches where they can safely store important information. And utterly unwise to share the coordinates of such caches with anyone, even one's most trusted associates. I'm afraid I do not know how to find the caches, but I can offer some help. Your predecessor used this numeric code to deactivate certain defense systems in her service. If I know Lady Theodora as well as I think, then I'm quite certain that she left her caches well guarded. In that case, this code will be useful to you.
Good. Thank you. What about you, Victus? Do you know anything about this? Nope. Wait, why is that not highlighted again? Okay, no, there's nothing there. And we'll check in with Ravor. Sorry, I keep wanting to call him Ravnos for some reason. Nope, he's got nothing. Alright, sounds good. As I said, we'll talk to Jay some other time. We've already done enough talking on here. I want to keep moving forward. We need to go check in with Vladim and see how things are on Footfall. Yep, we have arrived. Yeah, see, there's nothing there. That's over there. Okay. Now, we may as well check in with the Drusus' Blessing. I don't know if I have any other Void trophies. Reputation, sort. Saw one in there. We just have the one. Two. We've got two. Very nice. Go ahead and trade those. Still not enough to get to level 1. God damn it. Alright, head to Footfall. We got 36 profit factor now. That's pretty good. Head to the Liege's residence. Hmm.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, we brought Aerolite. I forgot she was even in the main party. For a second there. Probably should have. This is still a good party. I like this. I like this composition. Lots of good range damage. Game, let me talk to him. There we go. Your lordship. What accent did I give this guy? Kind of a... Hold on. Your lordship. The first ships from Janus have already arrived. The station is no longer facing famine or the predatory interest of the Korda dynasty. I am glad to have found such a generous and reliable patron. Naturally, your protectorate can count on Footfall offering special consideration that I promised you before. We're not even gonna bother with that. Oh, I guess that was it. Okay. Shit.
Always keep your eye on the price.
I thought there'd be more. Now I feel like I've wasted my time. Was there anything else? We could check on... we could check on that, I guess. We'll check on that in the Shadow Quarters. It still says it's impossible due to the... Yeah, this is currently under quarantine due to a possible outbreak of disease, so I'm guessing we can't go there. Dargonus and Kiavagama, Dargonus, the various Eldari sites. Building up our colonies. And Dargonus and Kiavagama. Okay, so yeah. Oh, wait. Contracts. Whoa, wait, what? So he's in need of a powerful input. Oh. Wait. So is that going to reduce how many we have? Yes, yes it will. So we use... Okay. Okay. I will hold off on that for right now because I am not sure what else I'm going to be using these resources for. So we're going to hold off on that. We know we can't check in on that, so we're just going to head back to the Void Dock. Bit of a waste of time, but I wanted to know. We'll keep an eye on those contracts, though. I'm just not sure what resources exactly I'm going to be looking for.
I always have a backup plan.
That's weird. Why is my map no longer explored here? Now I'm suddenly very concerned that I'm going to... Oh! Literally, the place has gotten reloaded, and now there's food everywhere. That's good. That must be fruit or something from Janus. Some of it looks a bit weird. I'm sure there's no lingering chaos Well, I mean, there's probably a tiny bit, but there's really nothing we can do about that with a planet like that. Let me see. Is there anything I can get for you? I can. I have enough to get some more mobile extractums. Very nice. Go ahead and add that to cargo. Keep her weapon. Keep the long las. Keep the hotshot las gun. Keep those other backup weapons just in case. No, nothing I can do there. We don't want to throw away any of these under any circumstance. All right. Good, 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 good.
I always keep my options open.
All right, I guess we go back to the ship now. That was a bit of a waste of time, but at least we got it cleared up. Come on. There we go. No, no, wait. No, shit. Fuck. I wanted to check with our high-fact totem. See if there's any other factions we can get some gear for. Oh my god. I just wanted to go back to the bridge. Please. Come on, game. There we go. No, not that way. This way. Let's see here. Where is it? Was it the... Or yes, it was them. I have to get to 7. Oh, I really want that though. Got 400 to start with. Give them that and one of those. Okay. Less than 2,000 to get to level 6. 2,000 to get to level 6. Jewelry's 300. Holy crap, I didn't realize how many holy gifts we have. Well, we'll be giving those to the Drusians, most likely. That gets me 1,000. That gets me another 1,000. Okay, 1,500. We need 1,500. Come on. We can do this. 900. Yes. Well, that's largely worthless. This wearer can move without provoking attacks or opportunities as long as they have less than 50% wounds. So that's... We really don't want to get to that point, but whatever. Oh, yeah. It's got proper... It's even got decent damage close up. It gives plus 15 willpower, and it's a fire staff. Finally. Pyromancy achieved. Okay, let's check in. We can't do anything about that. We just... I don't think there's anything out. Heretic and Zeta artifacts, which we pretty much already... They and the other guys kind of wanted that. And I don't think there's much... each time this horseman has 10 stacks of tactical advantage, they gain +1 resolve until the end of combat. It's not really that good. Chooses an ally as a target. The ability they wear immediately gains +2 fellowship bonus divided by 2 movement points. Targeted ally also gains... Wait. The wearer gains additional MP, and then at the start of the ally's next turn, they also gain MP. Okay, not the worst, not the worst. Nice boulder, large medkit, tormentors, bracelets. Oh. Suffer 1 to 6 more. Oh, okay, okay. That'll be good. Holy shit. That'll probably be going on my main character, that's for damn sure. Each time their abilities affect an ally, this effect remains until the end of combat. Oh, that's gonna go on frickin' Cassia. 100%. If we can get there. God damn. Oh, God, oh, man, I need to start pumping these guys. I need to start get that level 15. The wearer gains a number of attacks equal to their psi rating. Holy shit. Oh, and that's a navigator power. That's a navigator staff. What does that one do? Direct damage. The first use of a does not set the power on cooldown. Second use of this power or the use of a different attacking navigator power deals an additional plus 12 damage to all targets and 12 damage to the navigator. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna give them what I got in that case. Oh, they want Mechanicus creations too. Interesting. God, we still need 4,000 just to get to level 1. I'll hold off on the provisions because I'm pretty sure I can give that to the Druze. Well, I've got plenty of holy gifts. Go ahead and trade that. God damn, it's so little. Alright, hold on. The Explorators. They'll take ship components, so we can give them that. Oh, I have so many holy gifts. So many. It just comes down to I want to give the holy gifts to the Drusians or to the Explorators. Oh, crack grenades. Sure. Thank you. Such a nice gift. Plus 10% bonus to willpower, plus 15% damage to psychic and navigator power has been inflicting minus 10 penalty to weapon skill and ballistic skill. Still good, especially for somebody who's going full psychic combat. Plus 5 bonus to parry reduction. If the wearer has conviction iconoclast, then all allies gain hit chance against enemies adjacent to the wearer. Oh, automatically dodges allies' melee attack. That's good. That's very good. Ooh. That's really good. That is definitely something that I should be, So it's the Thunderhammer and whatnot, or there's also a Tempestus Carapace. Gives a plus 2 deflection against ranged attacks. Plus 10 toughness for a fortress world. Damn. But the rest, honestly, not the best, at least not right now. Resolve. Allies into 2 soul rays gain momentum. They gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. That's pretty good. Power Axe is nice. Targeting Visor is obviously pretty good, but I don't know. I think the Drusians are the better choice as far as holy gifts go. Another 5,000 just to get to level 4? God damn, guys. Oh my god. Seriously? You know, take the miscellaneous. Alright, that gets me a power claymore, which I believe will work better on... No. We're still gonna want it on, we're still gonna want Abelard to be carrying a Thunderhammer. Yeah, for right now, there's no point not giving them the holy gift. Another 3,000, Jesus. And another 3,000 for that. Okay, we're not going to give all of them. I'm going to give at least some to the Explorators. This is ridiculous. Yes, take the remaining holy gifts, please. And I guess I'll give the Kasbalika mission the whatever else we have left. Yeah, it's not much. God damn, Vladim. Give me a discount or something. Like, look at this. Level 0. And most of these have barely even gotten past this. Yeah, we picked up that. We got all that. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a proper pyromancer staff. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, right. We wanted to go ahead and give her that. Tries to make Adira less of a heretic, keeps giving her all of the heretic-only items. I'm sure this is going to work great. Absolutely great. I don't think there's anything else I can give her. No, I'd rather her have the sniper rifle. Charge staff actually is probably better for her. Yeah, go ahead and take that. We'll go ahead and drop the diviner staff into cargo. Mezzo pattern auto pistol. I don't think it really compares. Splinter pistol, it does more damage then, but it's got the same rate of fire, the same range, the same max ammo. The only advantage it has is slightly higher damage, but it has so much less armor penetration that it's not even worth it. So that can go ahead and go there. I guess we'll hold on to that for right now. There's not much I can do with it. And I don't think... Oh, actually, that is better than the Venom Blade. So we'll go ahead and swap that out. Oh. Yep. Go ahead and add that to cargo. Alright. Alright. Get us back onto the ship. Or back onto the map. Let's go. What else have we got here? So, hold on. We've got the plasteel from that world. We've got the adamantine and provisions from that world. We could pick up some additional plasteel from here, as well as here. No, we're not... No, we don't have an auger array capable of dealing with that. Why... Oh. Oh, God. Lord Captain, I keep receiving reports from malfunctions among the various ship systems. This time we are dealing with inexplicable temperature fluctuations. Thermal control failures were observed not only in individual compartments, but even in the soldiers' protective equipment. Several crew members have suffered from burns and frostbite. The tech priests are performing the rites of machine spirit pacification and remain convinced that the issues were caused by the spirit's obstinacy and defiance. Their reports claim the incidents remain well within the scope of expected performance parameters for a warp jump. Over the last few days, complaints about the malfunctioning thermal controls have dwindled, but the crew members have started whispering that the vessel is haunted. Our tech priest's assurances that only the machine spirit's tempers are to blame are doing nothing to dissuade these ridiculous rumors. I love how shit just keeps going wrong on every single warp jump. We're going to check in on Foulstone because for some reason it's not saying that it's actually doing anything with the development, which has me worried. I'm probably just being paranoid though. Nope, I was right. It did finish. Okay, now we can start... Oh! Ordered the formation of a debate group with theological disputes of distracting the monks from their duties. Oh. Well, that's kind of... That's not what we meant to do. Dirty bureaucracy. I don't want to do that. Indulgences for sale. I don't want to do that either. We don't yet have the exploration, reputation or the mechanisms yet. We want good tidings, but we don't have Phlogiston yet, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to hold off on doing anything with that, unfortunately. Do we really have this many developments for every single province or every single colony? Because holy shit. That's a lot. Okay, well, there's nothing we can do there right now. Oop. Where are we? There we are. That's still going. Ooh, the Cradle of Kefri. Don't really have a reason to go over here, but there's a lot of systems between us and that. Dumped cargo. Picked up the Xenotech. We've got a little bit of adamantine. I suppose... shit, I'm gonna have to actually check to see how much plastic, because there was one of these worlds with plasteel that has, yeah, 7. We're gonna grab that, and then we can fulfill that contract, and we'll still have a slight edge on our plasteel production. We're gonna go ahead and drop the resources there with the extractium. It gets me up to 12. And then... there we go. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar's servants have been buying up top-quality plasteel and transporting it to an unknown location. While the nature of the Lord Inquisitor's secretive grand-scale manufacturing operations remain unknown, the name of those who are assisting him are uttered with great respect. There we go. We'll sell him the 5 plasteel worth and gain 3 profit factor. There we go. Can't do anything about that, and I don't want to do this until I've got a bit more Xenotech on hand. Alright. Was there any other system that had Xenotech? Now that I think about it. That one we're already gathering. That one we don't know anything about. That one we're already gathering. And that one we're already gathering. Okay. There's plasteel here, but that doesn't matter. Okay, where do we want to go next? I guess we'll start here. Where do we want to go? We've got 3 choices. We can go to the Orsilio Prophecy, which might have something to do with Cassia and her people. Pluvis Platinum, no idea. And Silence of Mer Segrit, which does get us closer to this. But I'm thinking we need to make our way to Kiavagama next. We want to secure Kiavagama and then make our way up to Dargonis. Which means we should be going to Orsilio's Prophecy. Now, we do have 4 of these. We're going to reduce the route difficulty down to 2. Oh, we're really shy on these. Okay. The bridge is thrumming with the sound of endless officer reports, the hum of ancient mechanisms and the buzz of servo engines. Among the usual servants bustling to and fro, the Lord Captain notices a flash of flame-red hair. Oh, we're having more dialogue with, Hurlet. Bring it on. Oh, I need to stretch my back. Oh. Okay, the animators knew what they were doing. They put that sachet on her hips when she's walking. They knew what they were doing. Oh, is this not... this is not voiced. You posed a question to me not long ago, Elantak, and now I am here to present you with my answer. With fluid grace, Hurlet emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow under the lumen light, her expression slightly more pensive than usual. You have my complete attention, Hurlet. Then listen closely to my answer, Elantak. You may struggle to comprehend what is being said, being accustomed to reveling in your own might and skewing the world to suit yourself. Lady, I was a sanctioned psyker until like a month ago, before I got picked up by this ship. I have literally spent 99% of my life being utterly bitch-slapped by the Imperium and told that I quite literally could explode, open a gateway to hell, and kill an entire planet. Reveling in my own might indeed. Alright, continue. Pitch your understanding not toward my words, but the senses that lie hidden in the shade of their sounds. Irlet half closes her eyes, her words unfurling slowly and melodically. Once again, I must ask, why are we doing this in the middle of the bridge with all the people around that you seem to hate? You try to split the world into pieces, to fragment it into light and dark, truth and lies, self and other. I see the world as a singular whole, and in this lies its simplicity and its complexity. It is not enough simply to see the world and hear its voice. You must understand it. Think of the Lilithan, the world on which our paths crossed. What is it truly? What is its essence? Lilithan's magnificence comes not from the green of its vast forests or from the depths of its waters. Its beauty is in the word, in the way it dances on the tongue. I believe even you, Elantak, can sense it. Try. Say the word, slowly, delicately. Cast aside all stray thoughts. Feel. Perhaps then you will see. Close your eyes. Empty your mind. Speak the word. Lilithan. The world around you fades, and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a singular point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Li. Your tongue delicately tickles the roof of your mouth, and the sound slips along your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes like a sip of fresh recap. Le. The tip of your tongue touches the same place again. Air softly rushes from your chest. The sound like the susurration of leaves as the wind weaves through a forest canopy. Bam! Your tongue taps your front teeth, a gentle vibration spreading through your body, sending the slightest shiver along your spine. Guarded interest gleams in Irilet's eyes when your gazes meet again. I think that I am beginning to understand. A bit, at least. If your words are sincere, Elantak, then you are capable of seeing more than you know, than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamor of your monstrous mechanisms, the roar of the engines, and the discordant voices of your followers, I hear and attend to silence. It arises in spirit in moments of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness we become witnesses to the transformations of our own inner world. Monkai lives pass so swiftly. You rush through them for the sake of a chosen goal, but thoughts of transience and of loss frighten you. You drive such thoughts away and drown yourselves in the daily tumult. But it is from fleeting moments, which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them, that the soul's fortress grows. A moment's blooming, an hour's wilting. The splendor of each lies in its ephemerality. So too the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. Well, shit. We're getting deep here. We're getting deep and a little too personal. I was not expecting to have to deal with the grief of loss in my video game today. I get enough of that in the real world. Thanks for that, Irilet. And in you, Elantak, I see much more than just another Monkai. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create, to understand your creation, and in your ability to destroy. It lies in what your kin's minds cannot grasp, what their own primitive sight cannot behold. But I can see it. We do not pick the horny option. Do not touch the horny option. I'll be honest, I never expected to hear you say such things in reference to me. I but speak the truth, Elantak. However, I ask you not to make the mistake typical of your kind. My words contain no insinuation nor any call for you to act. Your soul shines brighter in this world. I see you, and this will never change. That is all. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. And what do you make of it, Elantak? How differently do you see the world? Ah, yes, the answer of what the ancient Eldari did, which is immediately going to have her go, that was fucking stupid. I wonder if we can get away with that, given I am playing Iconoclast, but I am still loyal to the Imperium. We're just acknowledging that the Eldar can actually be useful rather than just trying to shoot them immediately. We'll stick with the first one. We'll stick with the first one. We'll play it safe.
I also see something greater in the world around me. Something deeper than the outer guise of material things.
And what does that mean?
Irileth asks, with all her attention focused on your words.
Was this the one that I had to look out for? Yes. Okay. So, well, that's good. We're playing Iconoclast, and that was going to be my option that I was leaning toward anyways.
I see the suffering of all those around me. It compels me to act.
If you speak of our soul's ability to overcome hardship, then the experience of suffering does indeed become a symbol of our abiding strength and inner growth. It gives hope that we can overcome life's trials.
Irileth says nothing for a time, silently watching you from under her half-lowered lids.
Now that we have each shared our truth of this world, I would like to know if your thoughts about me align with those of your kin, Elantak, or if you see me differently. Is this also one I have to look up? Hold on. Double checking. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, I was right. As I said, the only thing I'm using as a guide is Irileth's romance guide, because some people have... I've read from some people that it can get a little esoteric at points, so... No, that's the straight up horny one. Try not to think about y'all. Order my crew to do the same. Jesus Christ.
To me, you are like a foreign yet beguiling world, Irileth. But I hope, one day, that I will come to know you. And on that day, my own world will become much more deeper. Irileth goes still and looks at you intently as if really seeing you for the first time.
It seems there are many facets of your soul that I myself did not consider, Elantak. Interesting. I accept your answer, and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation on board this vessel that has truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. I still question why you keep wanting to do this out in the middle of the open, where everyone thinks that both you and I are crazy. So Heinrichs, I thank you for not shouting racial slurs at our guest while I was trying to have a deep conversation with her. I know that took a lot of restraint on your part. Being Ordo Xenos and all that. Thank you very much for not, you know, screaming knife ear or something at her, okay? I mean, Heinrichs did serve in the Guard for a time. It would not surprise me if he picked up a variety of slurs that he uses on various alien races. Alright, what have we got here? Boom. Oh, plenty of choices, plenty of choices. Oh god, but only one that actually gets us any closer to this. That's problematic. We're gonna have to hold off on using too much of this navigator's insight then. Let's find out what's in this system. Oh boy, pirates. Hold on. We are maxed out on health. Was there anything we wanted to switch? That's our... No, that's the other gun that we installed. We don't need that. That's the prow battery. No, we do want the lance battery. We don't want it. See, that's the thing. If I can keep both of those in the front, we could deal some serious damage. So that's a lot. That's a lot. But I like having options. I like having options. Short range, dorsal. No, we did pick up the Starbreaker lance battery, right? You know what? We're going to switch out the drive, and we'll see if that gets us a better result here. I want to keep at least 100 scraps, so we're just going to do that. That gets us a solid 200. There we go. Damage reduction 8, damage bonus 10. There we go. Now we're starting to look like that'll actually be useful. Everybody's put where they need to be. I don't think anybody else. Master of Etherics. Yeah, she's still the best choice for that. I'm still the best choice for Warp Channeler. He's still the best choice for Master of Maneuvers. He's still the best choice for Shield Master. Kind of annoyed he doesn't have an ability. We could really use something there. She still has the best ballistic skill, and she still has the best persuasion. All right. We're going to quick save real fast, and let's go deal with these pirates. What are we up against? I have a feeling we're going to start running into some more difficult space combat encounters. Ooh, it's a frigate. Oh, okay. He's got a forward-facing weapon as well. Oh, and he's got that. Interesting. Can I target him from there? That would be nice. Oh, wow. That is some range. Holy shit. Okay, okay. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? We're gonna... No, hold on. Start by moving us forward slightly. Move us forward. Wait, hold on. Make sure everything is still... Shit! That moved him out. Fuck! Okay, fuck, shit, damn it. Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. If I move here, they'll be in range of that, and in range of that, and then we can move from there. Okay. We're gonna move here. I'm going to start with the Mars pattern directly onto his front. Good. Weaken those shields. Then we're going to fire. Good. Burn through those shields. And then we're going to fire the dorsal mounted weapon. Very nice. Now, then we're going to... how do we want to do this? Hold on. If I move here... Still can't shoot him. If I move here... It'll be on his side shields, which we haven't weakened. We don't have much of a choice, though. That can't target him. Okay, so we're going to move here. Open fire. Still, good damage, good damage. And then we're going to move over here. His torpedoes are not going to be able to make that tight of a turn. Yep, they're just going to head off in that direction. Yep, he's going to fire into our rear shields. He's going to try to bring himself around. He's going to open fire. No, he's not. Oh my god, can we actually swing this around? And he'll be in range of... Oh, frick, yes. Okay, okay. Actually, if we do... Oh, shit. That wasn't... Fuck. That was not what I wanted. Oh, well. Still, this should target his weakened... No, it's going to target his... Oh, he managed to... Damn it. That means he got... Fuck. Alright, we're going to have to wear down those that side as well. Oh, he's already trying to disengage. Well, we're not going to let that happen.
The enemy's void shield has been nullified.
There we go. There we go. No, that's not going to help. None of that's going to help. He's going to try and run away. We've got to keep him in range. Oh, he's just going to book it that way. Can we bring it around? That'll be in range. That'll be in range. That'll be in range. Sweet. Let's do it.
Hands, prepare for acceleration.
Swing us around.
Make every shot count.
He doesn't have much in the way of shields left. Keep hitting him. Don't let him escape.
With the force of a supernova.
Always target the weakest point.
Look at that. We didn't even take any damage. Picked up an energy core, some void pirate trophies, and some scrap. He didn't stand a fucking chance. We vaporized his shit. Ooh, Promethium. 5 Promethium. Oh, we're getting that right away. Yes, please. Drop our colonists and start extracting that Promethium en masse. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Nothing there. Check this out last. What have we got here? Oh ho! Flood victims? Is that what that said? It appears that a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that didn't burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of a mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding a nearby valley. A herd of large hoofed rodents has gathered along the riverbank. If the animals lose their usual habitat, they're most likely doomed. I mean, I'm iconoclast, but am I that iconoclast? I don't know. There's not much point in killing a bunch of random animals for no reason. The Lord Captain orders the removal of the space debris from the riverbed. It is a long and laborious process, but the animals will have a chance to survive. It takes a few planetary turns and hundreds of your crew to remove the heaps of trash and unclog the river properly, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to their pastures without so much as a backward glance at those who saved them. I probably lost out on a profit factor or something, but we're trying not to be total asshats. Plus, who knows, maybe we can eventually colonize that world in the future of the Imperium, turning it into a vast agro-world where these rodents will be raised in massive pens to supply foodstuffs for the entirety of the Imperium. No reason to go conking them out to extinction just because of one fucked up thing. Also, what dipshit just dropped all of his fucking trash in the same valley? You have an entire planet to drop your shit off, dude. An entire goddamn planet. In order for that shit to have hit a river, specifically a river, you did that on purpose. If we want to get to Kiavagama, we're going to have to head this way. See, that doesn't go anywhere. That's finished. We can't do that. We're going to try and trap. It says warp route is unsafe. Warp route is dangerous. We're going to try this, and we're not going to waste... How we doing? Okay, good. See, no problems. No problems. Chart new routes. Okay, we got some Navigator's Insight, and it linked up that one. That will be safer than going that way, at least. That is a dense asteroid belt. Holy shit. You know, they say an asteroid belt might be where a planet failed to materialize, but I'm starting to think this one might be where like 5 planets failed to materialize. Holy crap. Can we even fly through that? Yeah, that would be my luck, wouldn't it, Kato? These guys have nothing. Of course they don't. I'd be nice to the road. Oh god, did I just save the ancestors of the 40K's version of the Skaven? Is that what I just did? Oh god. I should go back and kill them all. Lord Captain, augurs cannot determine who the ship we approach belongs to, but telemetry clearly reveals it as an Imperial vessel. Hull's badly damaged, but there is air in some of the chambers, which means they're hermetically sealed. What are your orders concerning the discovery? Send the order to prepare my troops for boarding. I shall personally take... That's not the voice I usually give the rogue trader. Send out the order to prepare my troops for boarding, and will personally take part in the exploratory expedition. Ooh, boy, storybook time. Also, yeah, it looks like a cruiser or a light cruiser that was retrofitted. It's wider in the middle than it should be, but it still has its gun decks, which means it wasn't turned into a cargo vessel. Region, Cinerus Maleficum. Location, Agathis Archides. Material, extract from unofficial news sheet, Widow on the bridge, distributed on the middle decks. Recorded by unknown. Note, the veracity of the recounted events is questionable. We who walk down the same passageways in the same bays day after day, we who are born, lived, and die in the hum of the ship's machines, we forever hunger for the slightest glimpse of another life, and for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us in the glory of the Imperium. So let us have a tale about the Lord Captain, by the will of the Emperor, guardian and commander of every good and honest soul aboard this void ship, and the time he boarded a vessel known as the Fireborn. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, I am honestly surprised that a void dweller knows what the hell a whale even is. The wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the rogue trader's crew were to become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen Leviathan. Our Lord Captain oversaw the expedition personally, and he decided... Also, I do love I love this little design element that there is a giant, like, 200-meter tall statue sitting on top of the ship. I love the Imperium's cathedrals in space aesthetic. It looks so good. We can have Pascal use his ability to train the penetrating gaze of the auger rays on the damaged ship. Or we can have Adira Talas feel out of course. We'll start with this. He decided to train the penetrating gaze of the auger arrays on the damaged vessel. The auger's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the void ship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was little time left. 3 sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in their mysterious and ancient language, the tech priests responsible for the augers reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in operation in the service bay. The Lord Captain's next step was... Well, obviously we're going to ask Adira, since she's actually useful in most of these situations. To have Adira Tlas feel out of course. An unholy psyker she may be, I resemble that remark, thank you very much. But even souls as dark as hers submit to the Lord Captain's will. With hostile eyes upon her, Adira sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been a victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the psyker. The service bay was the least damaged section, though Adira spoke of it with no particular interest. The Lord Captain's next step was to turn his attention to the scouting units awaiting instructions. The Lord Captain had to decide which of the 3 teams he would lead, and which 2 would be entrusted to their officers. Let here be known the names of these honest men, people who stood before our rogue trader in that moment. The taciturn and grave Young Ho Son, okay, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5. I love that that is a point of, like, pride for a ship like this. It's just like, yes, he is the funniest man on 3 out of, like, 50 decks. And Captain Matina, the senior officer of the 3rd unit, known to many as Grey Matina. She had been leading units back when the current crop of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on deck was in any doubt that navigating inside the wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometers of twisting metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches the size of homes. The only thing connecting these brave teams would be a delicate thread of vox links. And so, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with... Adira's worried about the bridge, which means these 2 should be fine. We're going to the bridge. There we go, let's just throw ourselves into danger. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started up one after another, and dispersed, each heading for its selected target. An hour spent cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fussy boarding, and then finally, the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealing a sign in the gloom, Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Voxmaster, who quickly checked the archives, it was established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Van Dane, registered at the Kiavagama port. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship was days, or perhaps even the ship's days or even hours of existence were numbered. From all sides came the sounds of distant crumbling. The floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved deeper into the compartment when he suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against his neck, followed by a soft sigh. Almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark and tantalizing secret, and then fallen silent. The only thing was that the Lord Captain stood entirely alone. We've got that, or we've got this. That's dangerous. Do have a much higher chance of that one. But I want to know what's going on is the problem. The Lord Captain summoned all of his knowledge of the wicked influence of the warp, choosing to combat fear with cold analysis. Where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trader gritted his teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion too. Young Hoson, the unit captain, barked orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victim to the uncanny terror and were struggling to break free and run deeper into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared, were ready to continue. Sound began to blare across the Vox, which was turned to the second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but desperately pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on, wait, is it moving? The words were cut off by a strangled wheeze, followed by nothing but static. Young Hosun listened to the transmission and the final rasp with a surprisingly calm expression. Then pressed the Vox button and in a similarly calm voice let loose a stream of florid swearing, which centered on casting aspirations on his interlocutor's intellectual capabilities. Turning to the rogue trader, he remarked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vesti from the second unit is well known for his pranks." "Crap, the Lord Captain's with you?" comes Vesti's voice from the speakers, followed immediately by, "My sincerest apologies, your lordship. I just wanted to spook the new guys a little." Iconoclast, we're being iconoclast. I do think the guy's an idiot, and I would like to call him that, but we don't need to remove a commanding officer from a unit while it's in the middle of an expedition. That would not do well. The Lord Captain resolved to show leniency, merely asking for a report on the unit's progress. Captain Vesti reported that his unit's forays had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the deck section with the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further would be dangerous. After consulting with his officers, the Lord Captain issued new orders for Vesti's unit. Vesti's unit headed off to carry out their orders, while the rogue trader and his team continued on. After spending several hours wandering down the dead passageways, Young Hoson's unit and the rogue trader reached the Bridge of the Fireborn. The oppressive feeling had not dissipated. It was as though the bulkheads of the very ship were steeped in the terror and pain of the people who had vanished without a trace from these very decks. On their way there, the unit had found no sign of struggle or bodies of the crew, which served only to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogitator was still functional. The final log entry was identified, a damaged pict recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogitator alone was unsettling enough, and with each passing second, remaining on the bridge was becoming more and more difficult. The Lord Captain took a risk and personally watched the recording. The recording contained a message from one Captain Nova Van Dane. It was almost impossible to make out anything in the pict. Only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table, flashes of iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but there were also short, almost inaudible breaths, exactly what the rogue trader's team had encountered when they'd first boarded the ship. And it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording,
but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself.
Kiavagama has fallen. Fireborn broke orbit under fire from an unknown enemy and left the system,
said Captain Van Dane on the recordings, with the tone of an officer reporting to her superiors.
We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in Gellerfield systems. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you to hold a prayer service for the souls of the Fireborn. I also ask you to take the family relics of the Van Dane line from Kiavagama. The relics are stored.
The captain then specified the location of her family vault, as well as the access code. The recording ended. There was nothing left to do upon this cursed deck. It was time to return to the shuttle. A message came in from the unit led by the seasoned and unflappable Grey Matina. The captain methodically reported on all the service-based sections her team had examined. They had found nothing of value. They had found no bodies. There had been no incidents, and the search was proceeding as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the captain. After distilling the salient points from Grey Matina's exhaustive report, Giovanni de Ferenzi von Valencius listed the areas that warranted a more thorough search. After returning to the shuttle, Giovanni de Ferenzi received reports about the Fireborn's status. The tech priests who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the auger gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from the other two units. The second unit had succeeded in moving through the danger zone and returned to the shuttle with a valuable payload taken from the dead ship's stores. Grey Matina's unit had explored the service bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the ship. Ooh. Hotshot las pistol, some jewelry, leather, 2 long lases, ancient cogitator core, universal power cells, bottle of extravagant perfume. Alright. The units assembled at the shuttles, and the Lord Captain gave the final order of the grim expedition. We will honor the memory of Captain Nova Van Dane and her crew. The last request of the fallen captain had been fulfilled. The improvised funeral began with a brief military salute, and the rogue trader himself reciting a prayer for the souls of those lost. Just as any honest servant of the Emperor who has dedicated their life to voyaging through the darkness would honor their fellows and mourn their deaths. Time was up. The scouting party returned to their ship, and with one last look at the Fireborn, the rogue trader gave the order to fire upon the dead vessel at long range. That which was born in fire shall perish in fire. It was also a warp-tainted ship. I ain't taking risks that thing's just gonna suddenly reappear on me. That, knowing my luck, that is exactly what would happen. And nothing. Really, a lava world has no mineral resources. Kind of a disappointment. What have we got here? Provisions, 3. Really not that useful. We've already got 7. We're good with that. Not much here. Oh, hello. The rings. The giant rings on this planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. Examine the rings. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insect similar to Terran ants. Just like ants. Can I just stop for a moment? Of course ants would be the thing that managed to survive to the 41st millennia. Humanity wipes out almost all other forms of life on Terra, completely destroys most of its biosphere, completely annihilates every ecological niche. Ants still survive. Of course they do. They sometimes form so-called death spirals in which one creature follows another without realizing that they're going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or nefarious xenostructures turned out to be a simple quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that. Wait, really? That's it? Alright. I was expecting something else. Oh, why can't I? There we go. The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of the wreckage remains unclear. Look for the source of the wreckage. The augur crew reports that it has registered no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris. Pick up a few pieces of the wreckage. Some of the wreckage is made of plasteel, the rest is of some unknown material. Studying the fragments further is nigh impossible due to the severe corrosive damage. The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Non-metallic fragments. Could be Wraithbone constructs. But if it was corroded... No, that would imply Drukhari, but the Drukhari don't use Wraithbone either. I guess we'll find out later. Alright, where are we? We've got a little bit longer for this stream, so I say we check out this one next. Oh! Janus has started a new stage of its development. We'll have to double back and check on that in a second then. Alright, chart new routes. Yep, that's going to link up there. Nothing, really. Nothing else. Let's see what we've got in here. Ooh. No pirates or anything. That's nice. A couple of ice worlds from the looks of it. Oh, plasteel. 3 plasteels. Definitely not worth a full extractum. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that just say what I think it said? Oh, okay, okay. Whoa, connecting to chat. OBS. OBS. Oh, shit. Tell me are we still good? Looking good on Steam's, or the stream manager, right? Bitrate's good. Session number's still ticking up. Okay. It was just an OBS hiccup. Scare the shit out of me. I want to bring Heinrichs on this. Thank you for the reassurances, guys. Sorry about that. I just saw it pop up on my OBS and I immediately got concerned. We will leave Irelet at home for this one and we will grab Heinrichs. I don't even know if we'll be able to get through all of this before I have to get off stream, but let's find out. Yes, the best piece of advice to ever give to a CRPG player: when in doubt, save. Go ahead and give me a quick save real fast. Heinrichs, let's get you leveled up real quick. Attacks an enemy that hit full wounds gains plus 20% dodge and you can set enemy until its turn. Create an opening. I'm thinking perfect opening. Perfect opening seems like a good idea. Another weapon strength. Maybe. We'll grab Lorzinos. Light of the Emperor. That's just a buff. Wait. All allies affected by Word of the Emperor gain the Hammer of the Emperor effect next time they deal damage. Damage is increased by 5 times Psyker rating plus allies result divided by 2, and the effect is removed. Psychic power can only be used... Oh, that might be useful. All allies affected by Word of the Emperor healed. Problem is, I'm pretty sure you can only use Word of the Emperor once, just like any other psychic power per turn, so that makes it kind of hard to really set this up the way they want it to be. It's not necessary at the end of the turn they gain cover efficiency. Does not stack with itself. I guess we'll grab that. More mobility is usually a good option. No, we want you there, you... Yes, there, and you there. There we go. And was there anything I needed to equip Heinrichs with? I'm pretty sure his swords are still the best I can give him. That still gives him better dodge. 10% hit chance is still good on him. The debuff or the plus 10 strength?
the debuff is still probably a good idea. So we'll equip it on him. Got nothing else to put in that slot. Same with that. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, that doesn't help him at all. Eh, stupid. That's actually... Okay, yeah, that's actually decent for him, given how squishy he is.
Is there money to be made?
Anything around here? Nope. Boy, the fact that the ship is even identifiable as an Inquisition vessel does not bode well, because most Inquisition groups don't want people to know that that's what they're on. For it to openly be proclaimed as an inquisitorial vessel is probably not a good sign. Corpse starch reaction. Crate of 50 trank injectors. I am suddenly now very concerned that these assholes were transporting something that had to be kept asleep, and all of the sudden now we're going to have a problem with it.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
These soldiers were killed by shots in the back. It seems they were executed by their own comrade, who then used his last charge to blow his own brains out. Interesting. Sentry's keycard. Okay. Yeah, we're moving in the right direction. Oh, we're almost level 23. Nice. Maybe we'll get that at the end of this.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Magenta?
The Emperor favors me today.
Ooh, I love those ice effects. Look at that. The distortion and all that. That's very nice. There's a gaping hole in each corpse's head. They were brought out one at a time and shot from behind at point-blank range. Was it an inquisitorial prison vessel and their only option was to kill everybody on board and then themselves to maintain some kind of level of security?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Don't go that way. We're trying to cross this.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Still nothing. Oh. Passengers will keep their mouths shut. There is no screaming. No, I hear it. Me too. It's so loud. Please stop this torment. Why are you torturing us? Something's not right. Wardens, combat positions. Tell the bridge we have suspicious activity here. This isn't right. You can't treat us like this. What are you going to do to us? We want to live. Embrace the gift of the... Oh, god damn it, Nurgle. Oh boy, the gift of decay. Can't imagine that that's... Yeah.
Keep my options open.
Oh, that's not good. Warp floor, come on.
Just as I planned.
The eyes crudely daubed on the wall seem to track you as you move. Also, I can't be the only one looking at this and going, this really doesn't even look like Imperial insignias. This looks like a Chaos insignia. Except for maybe the eye part. It kind of looks like the Astra Telepathica kind of look to it. Oh, there's a lot of corpses in here. There's... Oh, dear God, it's growing everywhere. Is this going to be our first encounter with Nurgle demons? A squalid birth, heavily soiled with blood and vomit. It's also equipped with straps that were used to bind its inhabitants to the bed whenever necessary.
Money to be made?
A rotten brick of corpse starch, a passenger's rations, judging by the lingering smell. It was dosed with a sedative. Oh, what's it? I can't tell what it's saying. Hold on. An asthmatic rasping can still be heard coming from a broken vox, a screeching, cacophonous melody that sets your nerves on edge and scatters your thoughts. Oh god, it's moving. These people were not killed by weapons fire. Perhaps there was no ammunition left for them. They were brutally butchered with knives and beaten with gun stocks. If it is Nurgle, it wouldn't surprise me if the enforcers ran out of ammo before they actually managed to kill everything. Oh boy, now it's just speaking to me directly through the subtitles. Small fish, eyeless and slimy, dart and wriggle about in the rank water. Get everything from here? Yes, we did. Gonna quick save again.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Embrace the gift
Keep
of
your wits
decay.
about you.
We
Alright.
should deal with this.
The last time we ran into a place like this was the ship with the... They want us to burn... They want to burn us all. Burn, burn, burn. Well, if that is the solution, I have just the skill for that. Oh. Okay, yeah, that sent it to cargo. I gotta stop doing that. I keep hitting the fucking spacebar sometimes when I open up the loot menu. Although through the cocoon's translucent film, you can see the vague outlines of a decaying body. The ribcage has been broken open, and a heart still beats inside of it.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
I say, last time we had an encounter like this was the Mechanicus ship that had a fucking demon engine at the end of it. I'd really appreciate not doing that again. Pascal, please.
Operation successful.
The readings indicate that the ship's reactor is still running, though perhaps not for long. This explains why the ship's interior is still warm. Boy. So we can go that way, or we can blow a hole in the wall. Argenta,
Always keep
what do we
your
got
eye
in
on the
here?
prize.
Anything? Why can't I move into the room? There we go. From time to time, tiny sparks of psychic energy burst out of the cocoon. Oh, great. So some of the psychers are in there too. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but... disgusting.
An expected result.
Okay, psychoactive gems, some basic stuff, more medkits, and some consumables. The flasks of substances are not labeled, but you recognize a few of them as combat stimulants.
Is there money to be
The problem
made?
is, they were talking about having a lot of psychers. Yeah, I just wanted to live, why? But this doesn't appear to be a black ship, so that's really bad, because those are pretty much the only vessels that are capable of taking large numbers of psychers across vast interstellar distances. After being shot, these poor wretches had their skulls caved in around the temples, as if to make doubly sure. Oh, here we go. Warden Kappa 322 reporting for patrol duty at main confinement cell. Oh, why did it skip? Something about atmospheric sensors. Fine, I won't touch the spacebar.
Oh, saints of the Emperor, what's happening to me?
Oh, it literally came from inside of him. Yep, initiating global alert protocol. Yeah, it's a plague bearer. Yeah, it's a plague bearer. God damn it.
Let us not dawdle.
Did he eat infected food or something to cause that to come out of him? Okay, game. We're going real hard on the music here. Tangible psychic radiation is coming from the gurgling sludge. Perhaps it's the source of the vision that seized you. And the tree has sprouted right out of a person. Wait, that's serious? Okay, that's kind of hard to tell. His broken bones have formed the collars of branches. His cracked skull has merged with the trunk, and the dried gore now coats the skin-like bark in a thin layer.
Keep your wits about you.
Do I have anything to boost my willpower or my lore ability? No. Not that I can see. I've already got that on, which is about all I get. You'd think it would provide a bit more than just +9, but I guess that's all I get. Alright.
I always get the job done.
Grant us eternal life, Nurgle, father of decay, for we do not want to die.
Rise to the top or get
Oh,
left in
for the love of...
dust.
No one will hurt us here, and no one will hurt you either now. Yeah, see, about that, I'm not so sure about that one, I'ma just say it. Oh, hotshot last pistol. Right. Right, I don't need any of these either. We'll keep the pistol just in case. Maybe it'll be useful. There we go.
O Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Genta? Oh. The interrogator surveys the dissolution and decay around you with an icy stare. Throne preserve us from the arch-enemy's machinations. Bad memories, Inquisitor? Heinrich's mouth tightens, no more than usual. Is this the same kind of ship as the one that once transported you? I have insufficient knowledge of the structural features of black ships, Savani. However, I do recognize some of the fragments of the devices littered beneath the archenemy's spawn. Remnants of psi shields, speakers for stunning prisoners, sedative diffusers. And what do you think happened here? Heinrich glances around. Anything could have happened here. Black ships are not immune to the vagaries of the warp. Yellow field, prisoner riot, even a minor glitch in the sacred mechanisms. Any one of these causes could have been fatal.
Never doubt me.
I really want to finish this place before I have to get off for the day, but they are really dragging this out. The lasguns, flamers, and shock weapons in the containers are covered in a layer of whitish maggots, partially eaten away by acidic corrosion. The crates contain fragments of plate armor, rusted and covered in fungus.
My house would be proud of me.
After the last shift consolidation, they transferred me to the Pariah barracks. Oh, so this is just a full-blown black ship. Everything they say about these freaks is true. I don't know if they're raised this way, if they really don't have a soul, but just being near them makes me sick to my stomach. Cold, unfeeling, empty creatures pretending to be human. They beat and execute the passengers like it's nothing. A normal person is disgusted at the thought of smashing a person's skull. Well, either that or they like it. But not them. They just don't care. If it was up to me, I'd toss them in the hole with the rest of the mutants, but the Psychos tricks don't work on them. Very handily when you're traveling on a ship stuffed to the brims with enraged Psychos. I had to move one of those Psychos from the communal hold to a separate quarters. Traitorous piece of shit was encouraging the others to revolt, and our esteemed ship's confessor ordered us to give him a good hiding. We beat him for 2 hours or so, and by the end my damn cough had got so bad it was unbearable. I'm worried I'd be called in to see the Chirugian. Chirugian? If Command found out about the crap in my lungs, they'd toss me straight out the airlock. My only hope is my new augmenic. But the guy who fitted it on Flassia Prima was strange. Gave me the creeps. So did all of his machinery. No doubt it was all illegal under the Imperium's laws, but I didn't have a choice. Wretched builder out of a voidman who never rise high enough to have his aches and pains treated by someone from the Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm just gonna have to hope that this thing clears up on its own. The guy literally installed Nurgle corrupted augmetics into his lungs.
Is there money to be made?
Dear God. Alright, let's find out what's in here. Hey, I have more fire grenades. Needs a key. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. All laid out in neat little rows, too. So, we lost contact with hold sections 238 and 239. The riot is spreading. I'm not gonna have time to get through all of this at this rate. Emperor have mercy, I will not let these blasphemous mutants take control of my ship. Broadcast over the Vox channels in the name of Inquisitor Utan Hole. All crew members are hereby ordered to take up arms and begin a total purge of all holds. Every psyker on board must be destroyed. Cleanse every inch of this ship with fire. The Emperor protects.
You will beg for mercy, but
Oh.
I will grant none.
Really? This is gonna count as an ambush? Are you kidding me? Oh, good lord. Frick. Okay, point of curiosity.
Isn't this a job for the Serbs?
Okay, they are all there. Now, we're going to give an additional turn to me.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, I only have 2 action points, so... Okay. What we're going to do is I need one that won't die when I cast it on. That'll work right there. Poxwalker Guard. Then we're going to run and gun. And then Firestorm.
On it.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Everything just got set on fire. And the game cannot handle it apparently. Holy shit. The bodies are literally just glitching around on the ground. Okay. Cassia, is there anything else? Unfortunately, she can't move is a problem. So we're going to... Hold on. Out of the zone, even if they are stunned or immobilized. The movement triggers attacks of opportunity. Yes. So we're going to cast that. It didn't work on him, but it kept the rest of them back. That's the best we can hope for. And then we're going to hold in gaze. Deal some more damage to him. Yep, they're all going to start walking towards me. Please tell me they don't have enough to reach me. Are you kidding me? They're zombies. They should not be able to have as much movement as some of my freaking faster characters. Did you just... What did they... Oh my god. Oh. I didn't know... Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. I didn't even notice that they were behind me. Well, we've got this group taken care of. Argenta, would you be a dear? Turn around. Don't hit anybody, please.
As the Emperor commands,
and fill them full of lead if you would ever so kindly.
I'll do it.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Go ahead and pop that. Give me some more momentum. Those are prisoners. Those are that. Oh, we've got a free attack right now. We've got a free attack. So, what we're gonna do is... Oh, I can't do it on him. Shit. Fuck. Can I move over here and do it on him? Yes.
I'll make it happen.
We're gonna do it on that. And then we're going to also put fire on him. And then we're going to inflame everybody who's already been hit by my fire. Goodbye. Oh, that is glorious. Oh, the turrets are awake too. I didn't realize that. That's not funny, game. That's not funny at all. Well, we'll grab the Revel and Slaughter for the critical hit chance bonus. Go ahead and give me that. Oh, that's not good. I didn't even realize that those were... if that's the case, we're gonna pop run and gun again. We're gonna move here. And then if we can... No, it's not gonna let us. Okay, can we move here then and use that? Yes. Yes, we can. I'm gonna do that. It's not gonna be much, but I want to just put a burning effect on it if I can. Yes, he has a burning effect. Orchestrate flames, he can't take it off. He'll take extra damage from the ability. And... that'll be it. Oh boy, here come more of them. I need to finish this up. I've got to finish up the stream for the day. Ow. Well, at least they're blocking themselves from getting closer. Whoa, what the fuck just... Okay, I think Pascal got clipped. Heinrichs took a shit ton of damage from that. Holy crap. Crap. Alright, well, first of all... Go ahead and give them that. May as well. Yeah. We move here. Right? Yes.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Oh my god, these things are going to do a lot of damage. They don't even have an opening on them. We're going to break through. And we're going to... Oh, that doesn't work on them, does it? Shit. Never mind. Pascal, go ahead and take cover up here. Yeah, I know you're going to get... Yep, that's fine. It's fine. We've got it. Go ahead and... That actually is already on fire. I can find ways to make things worse for that. Go ahead and add that. Then go ahead and... No, not that. No, not that. Why is it... There we go. Open fire. And we're also going to Machine Spirit Banishment. Good. And then fire. God, we're doing so little damage to this thing. Holy crap. Flame, permanent, Machine Spirit Banishment, artificial. What is its... Armor is 93%. Holy crap. Frick, we need more ways of getting around that. Okay, Cassia... There's only 3 of them. They're fairly weak. Argenta can handle that. We need to get Abelard up here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And we're going to...
At your beck and call.
That. And then we're going to do that. We're going to endure.
I will do my duty.
I don't think the AoE is going to do any more than the regular one. No, it's not. Oh, there we go. Good, Abelard. Good. Honestly, I'm just gonna use his heroic mode because he's just too good at this. Abelard continues to be MVP. There we go. Now charge. Keep swinging. Why are we doing so little damage to this one? Holy crap. And that's it. Cassia, if you'd be so kind, point of curiosity, pull them away from you. There we go. Then we're going to... I don't even know if she can necessarily. We're going to give it to Sovani. He gets a free attack. Very nice. So we're going to... cast it on him. Good. Argenta can handle that, no problem. And then we're going to use this on him again. And then we're going to inflame. I should have done that the other way around now that I think about it, but oh well. Still, that was 20 damage. We're good. Then, actually, is there anything else over there? No, go ahead and use that to finish him off. There we go. Argenta, that thing is definitely going to have another turn before I get a chance to go, so there is really nothing else I can do. Oh my god, she only deals 1 damage to it. Holy fuck. That's what we get for having that much frickin' armor on it, I guess.
I'll do it.
Well, do what you can. There we go. There we go. That's not going to help. Then we're going to inflame. Alright, and we can finish this off. Are you kidding me? There we go. Oh. Okay. No injuries, no nothing. Alright, unfortunately that has taken me quite a bit over where I needed to be. So I am going to have to save. And we will see if we can find somebody to send everybody to. One last time, again, it is on the pinned comment, and I'm also going to be leaving a post on my Twitter profile after today. I am not going to be able to stream on Friday, and most likely not going to be able to stream on Sunday. My family's currently having a bit of a family emergency right now, so a lot of us are traveling, and I'm not going to be here over the weekend. So, Kato, Diamond, and everybody else who's followed me, I'm sorry I'm not going to be here this weekend. I will hopefully be back in time to stream on Sunday. It'll probably be later than usual. But if not, you should see me on Monday, provided I'm not an emotional wreck. But honestly, streaming today made me feel a lot better than I've felt the last 2 days. So, if I can make it on Monday, I definitely will. So I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I hope you all have a glorious day. Let's find somebody to raid real fast. Hey, let's return the favor. Justin the Lion is on. Let's go ahead and send a raid his way. We will return the favor. Return the favor. Everybody queue up for the raid. Let's go, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. All right, as I said, you all have a glorious day, and I'll see you all hopefully on Sunday, if not on Monday. Bye.